Short summary here. I set my field of view maxed. I do vehicle third person field of view maxed, and I do ADS field of view. I do it on for assault and support, and I do it off for scout and medic most of the time. So those are generally a short summary of these settings and what you're going to want to do. For the explanation of why, I'll do that. I'll put that next in this page. Hello everybody, Longermeyer here. Today I'm going to be showing you how to adjust your field of view settings in Battlefield 1. A lot of these settings are going to be available or the same across all Battlefield games and across first-person shooters more generally. So hopefully even players who play other first-person shooters will find this video relevant to them. Okay, next I'm showing you the field of view for vehicles in third person. So you see my default I have, or for my personal settings, I have it maxed out. Look what happens. Look. See how zoomed in I am on my tank here? Someone's running up behind you, you can't see them. They're in a blind spot for you. Now watch this. Like magic. Like magic, now you can see almost all the way behind the tank. You actually can see all the way behind the tank. You can see if people are running up behind you by facing sideways here. So you have to max out that particular setting. It's options, video, max out your vehicle third person field of view. I max out my infantry field of view. If you have trouble with playing with the fully expanded infantry field of view, I recommend just increase it 5 degrees at a time. I think default's 55. Increase it to 70, or increase it to like 80, and then slowly step it up 5 degrees at a time. Every time you get on, go to 85, then go to 90. Until you get to either maxed out or at least like over 90, I'd say is sort of a sweet spot. Like over 90, you get most of the benefits of being able to see around you close up. Alright, so what you're seeing here is the map Ballroom Blitz on Battlefield 1. You'll see I'm in a little corner here, and you'll notice something unusual, which is my field of view is expanded beyond 90 degrees. So you can see both the walls. This is a 90-degree angle here. It's a square courtyard, and you're seeing both walls here. And that's because of the field of view setting. So if we go options, video, you can then go over to the field of view. Now, if I go in, I believe default is like 55, honestly. I don't know exactly, but let's say it's 55. I could reset all my settings, but you can see, like, I can't see both these walls at once, so my field of view feels very narrow to me, it really gives you sort of tunnel vision. It's going to hinder you in close quarters combat. The place where it does give you an advantage is being able to see a bit further. So what I recommend is definitely if you use a run and gun play style, but honestly, all players, I think it'll help your situational awareness. You want to go to options, video, and you want to expand that field of view as high as you can tolerate. I would say at least 90. If I go to 90 here, now look, you can see both these walls. That helps a lot. So actually, I'm sorry, when I say 90, it's the horizontal field of view that I should be using. So let me retry that. So if I go to 74 field of view for horizontal, you can see both walls barely now. That helps. If you go all the way here, field of view, set it to 105 vertical, horizontal is 120. Now you can see almost, you can see a lot more. You can almost see, like, you almost know no one's behind you here. 120 degrees, we're only about, 50 degrees off of it entirely, like 180 field of view. Okay, so an important thing to be aware of with your player, now that you have your widened player selected field of view, you can see more than 90 degrees. The next thing you're going to want to know you're going to want to go to Options, Video, and your ADS field of view. When it's on, it applies that wider field of view even while you're ADS. So you'll see here, look at what this looks like, and then we're going to go, you can see how I can still see almost this whole courtyard. Or actually I can see the whole courtyard even when I'm ADS. Now if you go to Options, Video, ADS off, you can see that it goes back to the default field of view when I ADS. So for long range weapons, you want that turned off. For weapons like the SMG-08, what I'm using now, you want it turned on so that you have your wider field of view while you're ADS. And the reason you want that on is because it significantly helps you control recoil. Like you can see, I can put shots on that planter pretty easily, and it really helps you control the recoil. It's just little stick adjustments. You can make that a lot easier. If I turn it back on, or if I turn it back to off, you'll see that it's harder. There's more, because the recoil here is controlled by a number of degrees. Like there's more screen movement, and it requires correspondingly more stick movement to adjust for recoil. So you want to have that player selected field of view turned to on for weapons with significant recoil, like the SMG-08 or like the Parabellum low weight on the support class. Any weapon that's a high rate of fire machine gun, you're going to want to make sure you have. You're going to want to make sure you have the ADS field of view set to on, because it's going to help you control that recoil a lot better. It really is, I think it's a broken mechanic in the game. I don't know what exactly it is about the bullet spread or about the recoil mechanic, but I think it's because it's a measurement in degrees. It just makes it easier to control when you have more degrees on your screen. But there it is. You're definitely going to want your player select. You're going to want your field of view expanded, and you're going to want your player selected field of view on for machine guns, and off for weapons like if you're playing Scout, especially Scout with an infantry rifle.